Hello students. Next point is orthogonal sets. Orthogonal sets means a set U1, U2 and so on UR of vector in Rn is said to be an orthogonal set if Ui dot Uj is equal to 0 whenever I is not equal to j. For every ij running from 1 to and so on R. That is, each pair of distinct vectors from the set is orthogonal. Ui dot uj is equal to 0 whenever I is not equal to j means u1 dot u2 equal to 0, u1 dot u3 equal to 0, but u1 dot u1 is not equal to 0. Now, what is meant by orthogonal set? We learn from example. For example, consider this set S is equal to 3 minus 2 1 3, second vector minus 1 3 minus 3 9, and third vector 3 8 7 0. Now let u1 u2 u3 is equal to these three vectors respectively. So first calculate u1 dot u2. u1 equal to this, u2 equal to this, u3 equal to this. So u1 3 minus 2 1 3 dot u2 is minus 1 3 minus 3 9 is equal to minus 3 plus minus 6 minus 3 plus 27. Sorry, this is not 9, this is 4. Okay, when we take 9, then this set is not orthogonal set. That's why here take 4. So 3 into 4 12 is equal to minus 6 minus 3 minus 3 is nothing but the minus 12 plus 12 is equal to 0. So u1 dot u2 equal to 0. Next calculate u1 dot u3 and next u2 dot u3, because these three are nothing but the distinct pairs. So next u1 dot u3, u1 is equal to 3 minus 2 1 3 and u3 is equal to 3 8 7 0 is equal to 3 into 3 9 minus 2 into 8 minus 16 plus 7 plus 0. 9 plus 7 16 minus 16 is equal to 0. Next u2 dot u3, u2 is minus 1 3 minus 3 4, u3 is 3 8 7 0 is equal to minus 3 plus 24 minus 27. Just a minute. Sorry, minus 21. So minus 3 minus 21 minus 24 plus 24 is equal to 0. So here we get u1 dot u2 equal to 0, u1 dot u3 is equal to 0 and u2 dot u3 equal to 0. So this set S is orthogonal set of vectors in R4. Therefore this set S is an orthogonal set of vectors in R4. In R4, because these three vectors contain 4 elements, that's why in R4. Next theorem, if S is equal to U1 set of U1, U2 and so on, UR is an orthogonal set of non-zero vectors in Rn. Rn means U1 contains n number of elements, U2 contains n number of elements and so on, UR contains n number of elements. Then S is linearly independent and hence it is a basis for the subspace spanned by S. Means S हा सेट आपल्याला ऑर्थोगोनल सेट दिलेला आहे, मीन्स u1 डॉट u2, u1 डॉट u3 and so on, u1 dot ur is equal to 0 means ui dot uj equal to 0 whenever I is not equal to j. Then S is linearly independent, hence it is a basis for the subspace spanned by S. First of all, we have to take a subspace which is spanned by S. So proof let W is a subspace. W is a subspace. Just a minute. W is a subspace spanned by S. That is, let W is equal to span of U1, U2 and so on UR. Because W is a subspace spanned by S, that's why here we take span of S, because S is nothing but the set of U1, U2 and so on UR. So every vector of W is a linear combination of U1, U2 and so on UR by definition of span. Let C1 U1 plus C2 U2 plus and so on plus CR UR is equal to 0. Because here we have to show that we want to show that S is linearly independent. That's why here we take linear combination of U1, U2 and so on UR equal to 0, where C1, C2 and so on CR are scalars. Now multiply U1 on both sides of this equation. C1 U1 plus C2 U2 plus and so on plus CR UR into U1 is equal to 0 into U1. 0 into U1 means 0, and this left hand side as it is C1 U1 into U1 means here U1 multiply this whole bracket we get plus C2 U2 U1 plus and so on plus CR UR into means dot product. Dot product means inner product. Now take C1, this scalars outside, C1 into U1 dot U1 plus C2 into U2 dot U1 plus and so on plus CR into UR dot U1 is equal to 0. Now here given that S is an orthogonal set means UI dot Uj is equal to 0 whenever I is not equal to j. Here U2 dot U1 and so on UR dot U1 is equal to 0 because 2 is not equal to 1 and so on R is not equal to 1. So here we get C1 into U1 dot U1 plus C2 into 0 plus and so on plus CR into 0 is equal to 0. Since U2 dot U1 is equal to and so on UR dot U1 is equal to 0 as S is an orthogonal set. S is an orthogonal set. So we get C1 into U1 dot U1 is equal to 0. Now C1 into this is equal to 0, but U1 dot U1 is not equal to 0 because this set is an orthogonal set of non-zero vectors, means each vector is non-zero vector. So U1 is non-zero, so U1 dot U1 is also non-zero. But U1 dot U1 is not equal to 0 because U1 is a non-zero vector. So C1 is equal to 0. Similarly we can show that C2 is equal to C3 is equal to and so on CR is equal to 0. How? जसं C1 ला आपण 0 कसं शो केलं, U1 ने याला मल्टिप्लाय केलं ह्या इक्वेशनला. C2 जेव्हा तुम्हाला 0 दाखवायचं असेल तर ह्या इक्वेशनला तुम्ही U2 ने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. सिमिलरली फॉर CR UR ने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. Thus here we get all these scalars equal to 0. So by definition of linearly independent set, S is linearly independent. Thus S is linearly independent and is a basis for W is equal to span of U1 and so on UR. Here note, the basis U1 and so on UR is an orthogonal basis for a subspace W of Rn, which is an orthogonal set. So we have obtained a new type of basis, an orthogonal basis for a subspace W of Rn than the other basis. So this is nothing but the orthogonal basis. Now next theorem, let W be a subspace of Rn and the set U1, U2 and so on UR be an orthogonal basis of it, then for every y in W, the C's in the linear combination y is equal to C1 U1 plus C2 U2 plus and so on plus CR UR are given by Ci is equal to y into Ui upon Ui into Ui ironing from 1 to and so on R. So first, W be a subspace of Rn and this set be an orthogonal basis of it. Then for every y in W, because W is a span of this, so y is in the linear combination of C1 U1 plus C2 U2 plus and so on plus CR UR. Now multiply U1 on both sides of this equation, means y dot U1 is equal to C1 U1 plus C2 U2 plus and so on plus CR UR dot U1. So y dot U1 is equal to, take scalar outside, U1 dot U1 plus C2 U2 dot U1 plus and so on plus CR UR dot U1. Here given this set U1, U2 and so on UR be an orthogonal basis of it. Orthogonal basis means first of all this is nothing but the orthogonal set, means Ui dot Uj is equal to 0 whenever I is not equal to j. Here U2 dot U1 is equal to 0 and so on UR dot U1 is equal to 0. So here we get only C1 U1 dot U1 because U2 dot U1 is equal to and so on UR dot U1 is equal to 0 as the given basis is orthogonal. As the given basis is orthogonal, so y dot U1 is equal to C1 into U1 dot U1, which implies C1 is equal to y dot U1 upon U1 dot U1. Similarly, means in general we can write y dot Ui is equal to Ci into Ui dot Ui, which implies Ci is equal to y dot Ui upon Ui dot Ui ironing from 1 to and so on R. आपल्याला C1 ची व्हॅल्यू भेटली जेव्हा आपण U1 नी ह्या इक्वेशनला दोन्ही साइडनी मल्टिप्लाय केलं. C2 ची व्हॅल्यू कधी भेटेल जेव्हा आपण U2 नी इक्वेशनच्या दोन्ही साइडला मल्टिप्लाय करू. सिमिलरली CR ची व्हॅल्यू पण आपल्याला तशीच भेटेल. Advantages of orthogonal basis is that we can easily find the weights Ci in the linear combination, otherwise we would have to solve a system of linear equation. Next example, U1 is equal to 3, 2, U2 is equal to minus 2, 3. Then show that the set U1, U2 is orthogonal basis for R2 and express x is equal to minus 5, 6 as a linear combination of U1, U2. First of all, we have to show that this set is orthogonal basis, means first of all this is nothing but the orthogonal set. First distinct pair is nothing but the U1, U2. So calculate U1 dot U2. U1 dot U2 is equal to 3, 2 dot minus 2, 3 is equal to 3 into minus 2 minus 6 plus 2 into 3 6. Minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. So the basis is orthogonal. The basis is orthogonal. Next, express x as a linear combination of u1 u2 means x is equal to c1 u1 plus c2 u2. So first calculate c1, next calculate c2. c1 is equal to, by the statements of this theorem, ci is equal to y dot ui upon ui dot ui, means here c1 is equal to, here instead of y equal to x, so c1 equal to x into u1 upon u1 into u1. Similarly for c2 is equal to x into u2 upon u2 into u2. So first calculate c1. X is minus 5 6 dot u1 is 3 2 upon 3 2 dot 3 2 is equal to minus 5 into 3 minus 15 plus 6 into 2 12 upon 9 plus 4 equal to minus 13, sorry minus 13 not, minus 3 upon 13. Next c2 is equal to x is minus 5 6 dot u2 is minus 2 3 upon minus 2 3 minus 2 3 is equal to minus 5 into minus 2 plus 10 plus 18 upon 4 plus 9 is equal to 28 upon 13. So x is equal to c1 u1 plus c2 u2 becomes x is minus 5 6, c1 is minus 3 upon 13, u1 is 3 2 plus c2 is 28 upon 13, u2 is minus 2 3. Now next, orthonormal set. Orthonormal set means a set u1 u2 and so on ur is an orthonormal set if it is orthogonal set of unit vectors. If w is equal to span of u1 u2 and so on ur, then u1 u2 and so on ur is an orthonormal basis. Means जो सेट दिलेला आहे तुमचा तो ऑर्थोगोनल सेट पाहिजे आणि शिवाय प्रत्येक वेक्टर हा तुमचा युनिट वेक्टर पाहिजे. मीन्स नॉर्म ऑफ ईच वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू 1. Also if w is equal to span of u1 u2 and so on ur, then the set u1 u2 and so on ur is an orthonormal basis. For example, if we take two vectors u1 is equal to minus 0.6 0.8, u2 is equal to 0.8 0.6. So first calculate u1 dot u2, we get minus 0.6 0.8 dot 0.8 0.6 is equal to minus 0.48 plus 0.48 is equal to 0. So the set of u1 u2 is orthogonal set. Now calculate norm of each vector, means norm of u1 and norm of u2. We get norm of u1 is equal to under root minus 0.6 square plus 0.8 square is equal to 0.36 plus 0.64 is equal to under root 1. Means under root 1 is equal to 1. So norm of u1 is equal to 1. Now next calculate norm of u2 is equal to under root 0.8 square plus 0.6 square is equal to under root 0.64 plus 0.36 is equal to under root 1 is equal to 1. So norm of u2 is equal to 1. So here we get the set u1 u2 is orthogonal set. Also norm of each vector is equal to 1. So the set of vectors is nothing but the orthonormal basis, which implies U1, the set of U1, U2 is nothing but the orthonormal basis. Orthonormal basis. Next example. Given the set of vectors, these three vectors 3 minus 3 0, 2 2 minus 1 1 1 4. Test whether the set is orthogonal. Is it orthonormal? If not, normalize the vectors to product the orthonormal set. To produce the, not product the, to produce the orthonormal set. Solution. First of all, we want to show that these vectors, this set of vectors is orthogonal. First, take U1 is equal to 3 minus 3 0, U2 is equal to 2 2 minus 1, U3 is equal to 1 1 4. First calculate U1 dot U2. We get 3 minus 3 0 dot 2 2 minus 1 is equal to 6 minus 6 plus 0 is equal to 0. Next calculate U1 dot U3 is equal to, U1 is 3 minus 3 0 dot U3 is 1 1 4 equal to 3 minus 3 plus 0 equal to 0. Next calculate U2 dot U3. U2 is 2 2 minus 1 dot U3 is 1 1 4 is equal to 2 plus 2 minus 4 means 4 minus 4 equal to 0. So here we get U1 dot U2 is equal to, U1 dot U3 is equal to, U2 dot U3 is equal to 0. Now calculate norm of each vector. Norm of U1 is equal to under root 3 square plus minus 3 square plus 0 square is equal to 9 plus 9 is equal to under root 18. Next, norm of U2 is equal to under root 2 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square is equal to 4 plus 4 plus 1 means under root 9 is equal to 3. Norm of U3 is equal to under root 1 square plus 1 square plus 4 square is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 16 is equal to under root 18. Now here you can see that norm of each vector is not equal to 1. So this set is not orthonormal. So the set is not, which set? Set of U1, U2, U3 is not orthonormal. So to normalize these vectors means to convert into unit vectors. So but means we have U1 upon norm of U1, U2 upon norm of U2, U3 upon norm of U3 are unit vectors. By definition of unit vector are unit vectors. So calculate U1 upon norm of U1. U1 is 3 minus 3 0 and norm of U1 equal to 1 upon under root 18 means under root 18 and U1 equal to 3 minus 3 0. So we get first vector 3 upon under root 18 minus 3 upon under root 18 and 0. Next U2 upon norm of U2 is equal to, U2 is 2 2 minus 1 and norm of U2 means 1 upon norm of U2 is equal to 3 is equal to 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3. Next U3 upon norm of U3. U3 is 114 and norm of U3 is nothing but the under root 18 is equal to 1 upon under root 18, 1 upon under root 18, 4 upon under root 18. So solution of this example is done. Next theorem. A matrix U of order m by n has orthonormal columns if and only if U transpose into U is equal to identity. Next theorem, let the columns of an ambient matrix U are orthonormal and xy belongs to Rn, then first norm of ux is equal to norm x. Second, u of x dot u of y means u into x dot u into y is equal to x dot y. And third, u of x dot u of y is equal to 0 if and only if x dot y equal to 0. Next definition, a square matrix U is said to be orthogonal if it is invertible and U inverse is equal to U transpose. Remark, an orthogonal matrix has orthonormal columns because we have seen that U has orthonormal columns. So U transpose into U is equal to identity, and this is nothing but the if and only if type. Means if we have U transpose into U is equal to identity, then an orthogonal matrix has orthonormal columns because we have seen that U has orthonormal columns. But for orthogonal matrix U transpose is equal to U inverse, therefore the condition U transpose into U is equal to U inverse into U is equal to identity is satisfied. So here we stop.